Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In this video, I basically want to solve a basic program that deals with parameters and the idea of what we've been talking about, variables. So let's go ahead and read what this class says. So it tells us write a class called Sunny that has a method called day, and it takes in two parameters of a string day and a double temperature and print out the values. So right away, what I know is that I will be writing a method that has parameters, and I'll be writing in a class with the main method. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and do public class. Normally, I say you could give it whatever name you want, but in this case, we are following a program. So the program tells us call the class Sunny. So in this case, I called it Sunny, and I need a curly brace and a closing curly brace. And it's always a good idea to always include a main method because we will be doing something. Often we'll have to do something with it. We'll have to print something or we'll call a method. And what does this method do? And it just says that has a method called day. So we need to actually create a method. And in order to create a method, we do public static void. We call it day. And then here I'll just do question, I'll do dot, 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 because I don't know if I take any parameters. And then I just close the method. Normally, we would have it, if this was like us 2 weeks ago, we would have it taking nothing. But let's see if we actually need to pass in something. And it turns out we actually need to do, because here, what does it say? That has a method called day that takes in two parameters of a string day. So I need to pass in a string day and a double temperature. So that means I need to pass in a double, and I'll call it temp because I don't want to type out the whole word, or I could just copy this and just say temperature. And let's go ahead and compile, save, and so right away I know that I am done solving the problem, almost done. The last thing that it tells us to do is just say print out the values. It never specifically tells us how to do it. Normally, if you're in an interview and they ask you questions, it's always a good idea to ask the people, like, to clarify the question, like, "Hey, how do you want me to print it? Do you want me to print out the day first, the temperature first?" In this case, because I wrote this, I don't care. I don't have a preference. You could print it however way you want. You could just do this. You do system dot out dot print. You can say day, or you could do system dot out dot println, and you could just print out temperature. And I'm too lazy, and I'll just go ahead and copy and paste. I could do this, or I could just get more fancy. I could say today is, and I can just say day. And I could say the temperature is plus degrees. Again, this is just like taking a string and just combining it. So what we are doing is we're just saying today is, and then we're just adding the day. So whatever day we call it with, and then we're just saying the temperature is, giving the value of the temperature, and then saying 30 degrees, 40 degrees, and I could actually call it here. And I could just say, what's the day today? Today's Monday, actually. Today's Monday, so I can pass in Monday, and then I can pass in 34 point. What is actually degree today? Today is 98.7 degrees, and I could compile it, run it. There we go. Today's Monday. The temperature is 98.7 degrees. So this program basically allowed us to take in everything that we've been covering so far, which is variables, parameters, combining strings, string concatenation, calling methods, and writing a simple class. And this basically condensed it all into one. If you're still confused about this, I suggest you go back to your previous video and actually take notes and actually look at it or revise if you're a little bit washed up on it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot. This concludes parameters for now. Okay, we'll definitely use parameters throughout our programming careers and future videos. But I hope this helped you understand parameters. If it didn't, I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to answer your question. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another future video.